What's that win done for the group?
Oh, look, it's a win that was coming, but look, it was good the way that it finished. We've had previously the 2 weeks prior, we put ourselves in a position there to win the game, and we didn't close it off. So that's the pleasing thing, and we're getting some, week in, week out, we're getting some real consistency in the team. Which reflects too, we're sort of close to naming the sort of same side each week, which helps.
There's been a few more smiles on faces this week.
Yeah, no, it was, as I said, the frustration was just to try and nail those games, and I think it would have been an interesting proposition there if we didn't come away with that win, because at 20-4. We're in like a really dominant position there, and we sort of allowed it, which, credit to Cass at the time, they mounted some points there, but, that's something there that we've talked about as a group. We should close those off and not go to Golden Point.
Your reaction to that Golden Point went viral pretty quickly. How did it feel?
I wish the camera wasn't on, but it's hard. I've got a lot of comments as in the sense of what we are saying, but in Golden Point there, that was our our first or maybe second set. That you've got to be careful of kicking it from so far, because if you give a team in opposition like the opposition team a 7 tackle set, that was a reason why. I think everyone was asking me. That was a reason why I was going no, But when it scraped over, it was a pretty good feeling, and it was more of a relief, frustration of the weeks prior, knowing that the team could have closed off a couple more games, which we've got to, we've got to dump that win on the weekend and have a look at 20-4. We should have really closed that game off.
If you have a similar opportunity again, will you let Brad Dwyer have another crack?
He'll tell me yes. I did get some feedback there that at previous clubs that he's always practiced his field goals, although not always going over and sometimes harming their own teammates. But look, it's one of those moments, and we've got to get past it. I did say it straight after the game that we just got to put a lid on it, because realistically there, we should have had that game closed off there without going to extra time.
Well, let's move on then. Richie Myler's ban, any complaints about that?
No, we haven't. We've had a good look at it. Obviously, Kevin, myself, Richie. The grading on it was a one match ban. We did have sort of looked at avenues there if we could have maybe try and get it down to an A, but for some reason on that particular charge they don't have an A grade. So we've left it at that. Spoke to Richie, and look, he's been playing some good footy, but he's going to miss one game. Do
we second guess that Tui will replace Richie?
Yeah, looking at it. Got another option there that we can use, but we're just having a look at. It means we might have to move one side to another. So in particular, I thought Suddy's been really good. He's got that ability to be able to play in a number of positions, but I think he's been quite comfortable in the halves. But as I said, I've got another option there, which is just having a look at, but and then press forward.
What do you think you'll get from Hull KR?
Yeah, I know Tim quite well. I know obviously the preparation there with the team. I went and watched the St Helens Hull KR game live just to have a look. So again, it's about our team there being more consistent than last week. If we're in that position there to close the game off, if we're coming from behind, just knowing how to get back into those games and be able to win them. So it's going to be more focused on us again, on the Rhinos and on the squad that goes there. We need to be, off the back of last week, we need to be building on that. We should have had a real good solid month there of I would say the last 3 games we probably should have nailed another 2. So we've got to look. It's going to be a good challenge. The team there, the preparation, and off the back of last week there, we've just got to take that confidence into the game.
Big Wellington's come in. What have you seen from him so far?
Just trialling at the moment. So we're just sort of having a look at moving forward with Wellington. And look, he's a big body. He's got some really good skills. Very good skill set in attack. He's nice and aggressive. So it just adds. We've got 5 players there that in the forwards, in particular in the middle, that's have been on the sideline for 3 for quite a long time. So it has sort of weakened the squad a bit in numbers, and in particular in the middle as the pack. So just having Wellington Albert sort of in the mix there is quite good.
Can you see yourself putting him in over the next couple of weeks, maybe?
Definitely in the next couple of weeks. Yeah. I think there's a few things we've got to tick off there with the club. So hopefully that should be done very soon.
Challenge Cup. How does a home tie with Workington rate?
I think it's good for us. Good for Leeds. It's obviously played here, which we don't have to travel. We've got to obviously Thursday's the most important. Get through Thursday there, and then we'll have a look at. The squad there for the following week. But I believe, has it been confirmed there Friday? It's been on Friday, which helps us too there, both with preparation for that game and then also recovery for the following week. So we're coming into a period there that's going to be very taxing on the players.
Fair to say Brad Singleton will be itching to play in that one against his brother, won't he?
Oh, I hope so. I'd only imagine it'd go back to back garden football there, where you play against your brother. We'll just have a look at Thursday's most important, and then as I said before, we've got preparation time there for that game, and obviously then we're not used to we're going to have a look at their side and what their strengths and weaknesses are.
Just more broadly, how much onus do you put on Challenge Cup this year?
Thursday night. Yeah, so I'll worry about that when it comes. This Thursday for us is important. We need to play that before we even contemplate about Challenge Cup.
Good luck.
Thank you.
No Tom Holroyd in his squad, Dave. Has he got an injury?
Yeah, it's like at this moment there he's been in a boot. A high ankle sprain he's got. There was talk during the game that he may be able to come back on, so I don't think it's too severe. But he's definitely obviously the injury's keeping him out to be in contention for the squad there on Thursday.
So does that increase Wellington's chance of playing on Thursday if you get the paperwork through? I
think the paperwork first. Have a look, and then with Wellington there, sort of playing. Our style, again, those areas there, both in attack and defence there. So he's only had one session, but it's not going to stop. We'll have a look at finalising the squad for Thursday. But I think the first and foremost is just getting the paperwork done.
Is he still a trialist then? Wellington, or is he? When you say the paperwork, would he be signed on a short-term basis?
He'll be. We're looking to sort of get him signed on a short-term basis. I've seen enough of Wellington. Excuse me. From when he played for Widnes, what he can bring for this team, and that's the big thing. It's about adding value to the squad, and I certainly think he can.
He's not small, is he?
No, he's a good size. He's a very good size. So, there's certain areas there we've sort of identified there to strengthen the squad. So, I think Wellington's got, a little bit different skill set to some of the players we've got there, and that's important because you just want to have a look at the balance of what you've got and what you need.
With Richie missing out this week, did you give any thought to Colin McClelland? Is he ready yet, or is he?
He's getting close, Callum. He's obviously all of his games there this year have been in academy. He's just getting back to now where he's obviously opposing the first grade players there, which he did in the pre-season, and he looked really solid. He looked really good, but I'd like to see him a couple of games there against more physical teams just to see. But he's certainly a clever young player, and he's certainly gone into consideration not only from the coaches but also the players around him, which is a real good boost for Callum.
On Hawkeyer, they've obviously got quite a few ex-Leeds players. Do you think that will give them an extra bit of incentive?
Yeah, I think there'll be motivation. I think both teams are in a situation there where it's again you're looking at taking 2 points. So whilst you've got that, whether you're ex-Leeds or not, you need to have that motivation to go out and win the game. But we know sort of Danny Maggs, like again what he brings, and obviously Mitch Garbett. So there's certainly some other players there, but I revert back to we've just got to look after ourselves and make sure that we're our preparation. Sometimes after the game there on the weekend or last Thursday, that you can not get carried away, but there's obviously there's a bit of a mood change, which is great, and we needed to get that win. But also too, just be mindful about how we could have closed that game off. So again, it reverts back to us as a team, and just making sure that we are getting better each week and being consistent. So that's the goal, and that's what I'm driving with the players.
The consistency is the important thing, isn't it? Because
yes.
You had that good win at Salford, and then obviously didn't manage to maintain that level. If you can do that now, then the table's quite tight. You could climb it quite quickly, quite easily.
Well, just getting that confidence there, and obviously the last game, and then just look at putting everything into Thursday night, and it's all working for a result. Trying to get those 2 points. So we need to do that. I know the competitions, and I still haven't had a look at the ladder. It's just about us being consistent there week in, week out, and picking, obviously picking up 2 points. If we get that, maintain it, and as you said, consistency week in, week out. It could be again some bounce of the ball decisions or referee decisions that could change that. Injuries come into play there. In a season. So as long as we're being consistent there and competing each week, we're going to put ourselves in a position there to get in a situation there where you string wins together.
The other option that you've got for half-backs, is that within your 18-man squad, or would you bring somebody else in like?
It might be sort of outside, but I'm not sort of look. I'm just having a look at just the makeup there of, and in particular too, you've got two who's played his like most of his games or all of his games there for Leeds on that right hand side. So whether or not I put him back to that side and just have a couple of little changes there. So. But would it be on the outside? There's only one option on the outside of the squad that's been named that can come into this team.
Is that McClellan?
Yeah.